Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Roland JS-30 sampling workstation from 1995. It's a true 8-bit sampler with a MIDI in and out and a SCSI port, so you can actually use a SCSI to SD drive with it. So first thing I want to show you is how to get that information. How did I get the information that it's truly 8-bit? If you press down the demo button while pressing the power button, you'll see the system information. Sorry about that click there. So version 1.1 flashed on 3/15/95, 22.3 seconds at 8-bit resolution. All right, so I'm going to do another. Wow, that was noisy. I've never heard that noise before. Hopefully I don't blow it up. Okay, so let's load up some samples here, and I'm going to sort of dispel some information for you. So, yes, the common complaint about the sampler that you hear is that the sequencer sucks. Well, it's not a time-based sequencer, right? It'll record your performance, and these pads are not the most user-friendly pads in the world. But if you use an external sequencer with this through MIDI, and this is Bluetooth MIDI going to from an iPad over here. If you use MIDI, you can come up with some really great sequences. And I'm going to show you one of the benefits. So let me load the performance from the SCSI drive, right? It loads really quick from SCSI. So I'm going to show you one of the benefits. I'm going to show you 3 features that I really love about this machine here. Okay, so the first feature is definitely the sound of it. It just makes drum breaks. It just makes drum breaks sound like dry and punchy and nasty. And so one of the cool features about this is if you use an external sequencer, like I have going from the iPad, and here, let me just solo out a sequence here. I'll show you what this is all about. So I'm going to solo out this sequence, and I'm just going to press play. Oops, not record. So it's playing the pads here. You can see the numbers changing. It's playing those particular pads, right? So one of the best parts about the sequencer on here is that it can record MIDI in information. So I can play that sequence and record it on track 1, which I have done. Then, this is the second cool feature of it, besides the sound. Then you can assign that track to a pad. And I've assigned it to this pad here on this bank. Cool. So this is already kind of awesome. So then I added a guitar part. I added a piano part. Right? And then I added this kind of, and I did this kind of on purpose for the demonstration of this video here. This wah-wah guitar part. So it's kind of out of time. And what I'm going to show you is that you can play these sequences rhythmically. So let's do this. Right? Breakdown. So yeah, and let's just do these 2 pads together. So you can quickly come up with song ideas. This is a great scratch pad for coming up with song ideas. Another cool feature that nobody really talks about with this particular sampler is that you can sample new material in while it's playing back a sequence, right? So I can go over here and I can go to record, and you can see coming in. Now, the one thing I want to tell you is if you really think about that, it can sample while sequences are playing. And if you use an external sequencer and you have a sample that's chopped to bits and you want to record that sequence as a loop, you can run the outputs back into the inputs and you can resample that sequence as a new sample, as a loop. That's really cool. That is the third and final feature which kind of sets this apart. Yeah, it's an 8-bit sampler with MIDI in and out. It's got a SCSI port. And you know, this SCSI to SD, I have 4 drives of 600 megabytes on here. That's all the sampling storage I'll ever need with this 8-bit machine, right? And the fact that you can record a sequence from an external sequencer, assign that to a pad, come up with variations, and then record those variations back into the input as loops is crazy. Now, you only get 40 seconds of sample time at 22K, right? 22 seconds at a 44K. The sound, well, it doesn't do so well with, like, let's say 808 bass drums. You're going to hear some noise. You're going to hear some dithering noise on that. But for really punchy, mid-rangey drum breaks, it sounds amazing. I mean, the proof is right here. Yeah, that's just kind of that's just a nasty, that's an awesome sound, you know? That's from, I think that's Chuck Jackson drum break. But anyways, yeah, so there you go. This is the Roland JS-30. I hope I didn't take up too much time. I just kind of wanted to show you some things that other videos don't show. And also the other videos that I've seen, everybody's like pressing pads and you get to hear the clicks of the buttons. This is direct sound right in. So hopefully you get an idea of the sound and some of the cool features that this sampler offers. God, I hope this video makes sense. I hope I didn't ramble too much. All right. Until next time, peace.